Hi everybody, good morning.
Today is March
30th.
2022.
Yep, I know it's been a while since you heard from us, but
We've been extra busy, having a great time.
busy. We were fighting the weather a little bit while we were in courtside. It got up into the 90s. The solar was working great, but we had to run the generator in order to get 2 air conditioners running. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, we have said goodbye to Q. When we finish this recording, we're going to walk outside and show you the beautiful park we're in Ajo, Arizona. Before we left Quartzsite, we were doing goodbye dinners. Everybody was inviting us over, or we were inviting people over. I mean, we were eating good.
I think it was about a whole week, huh?
I think for a whole week we were eating someplace, either in town or at somebody's campsite or whatever.
Or the whole group just would go out for ice cream. We just did fun things, you know.
Yeah, one afternoon we said, "Hey, you want to go for ice cream?" We hadn't even had lunch yet, and we said, "Yeah, sure, let's go." About 6 of us. 6 of us went.
6 of us.
Mingo, Kenny, Steve,
Bruce.
the 2 of us, and Bruce. So 6 of us went. And then in the evening, we burnt up the rest of the firewood we had bought probably back in December. We didn't buy that much. We just didn't have a lot of campfires, get-togethers, and we didn't burn that much. 1 to 2 pieces.
Right, and we had a lot of windstorms out there too, so you can't really have a fire in the winds.
Boy, was it windy.
It's wicked.
This RV did a lot better against the dust. We didn't get as dusty as we did in our last RV when we were doing the gate guarding down in Texas.
Right.
And then we maintained it too. Whenever we had a chance, we just stopped and wiped off the top of everything, and when we got down to the floor, shook out the carpets, and when the carpets started looking a little grinchy, we just went and took them to the laundromat, washed them.
Right. So it was great.
Yep. So our last stop was the longest we've ever stayed in one spot since we went full-timing, which was just over 4 months. I think we beat it by 3 days, 3 or 6 days. I can't exactly remember what.
Right.
The longest we ever sat in one spot.
Boondocking.
And we were boondocking. We did pretty good.
It's not hard. It's really not hard.
Well, she didn't have to haul the water or the blue boy to the dump station.
No, it wasn't hard.
This RV did pretty good. I would put water in it every 5 days just to keep the tank topped off. Generally, it took anywhere between 35 to 50 gallons of water. We didn't have to conserve as much as we did with our last RV. In fact, our last RV, I think every other day we were putting 20 gallons in.
Yeah.
Every other day. So to be able to reduce the amount of work, dumping tanks about once every 8 days.
8 to 10 days.
8 to 10 days.
10 days.
We have 2 bathrooms. The rear bathroom only had to be dumped once a month, and they didn't even need it. I maybe got 20 gallons in a blue boy, which gave me enough room to go ahead and get started on the other tanks. Normally, I would only take 2 trips to the dump station, sometimes 3.
Right.
Very rarely, though. So, electricity, solar. Oh, the solar did really good. I had to make some small changes. Number 1 was the circuit breakers coming out of the charge controllers. If you remember, I had put 50 amp in there. I upgraded to 60 amp, and the 60 amps were tripping. Then I noticed a little note on the side of the charge controller that said, "Hey, you can go up to 70 amp with a circuit breaker or a fuse or whatever you want to use." So we went to 70, and the problem went away, which is good because we had 1,376 watts yesterday, which is just over the maximum that these panels are supposed to put out. So we're really impressed with that.
Right.
And then in addition, They help. Circuit breakers have a tendency not only to trip for high current, but they trip when they get hot. And when you're pushing that much wattage through a circuit breaker, they do get warm. So we put a thermostatically controlled fan right above the charge controllers to help circulate in the area, and normally that keeps it well under 100 degrees now in that closed compartment. When the weather got hot, solar wasn't quite enough to keep an air conditioner going. It was close. In fact, it could keep one air conditioner going during the hottest part of the day. Usually between 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock, if the sun was shining, we could run one air conditioning. But every time it started, you could hear that bump in the inverter, like, okay, I'm starting it for you, but it's a heck of a load. Now the inverter we have is 3,000 watts with the 5,000 or 5,500 watt max peak or startup current, startup wattage. So it could handle it, but that's like going down the road and throwing your car in park every time that the air conditioner was started. It's hard on it. So we purchased, or we did an exchange with somebody that had an extra micro air easy start. We have one sitting at home in Pennsylvania. So we grabbed his, promised to send him the one we have in Pennsylvania when he gives us an address. Bruce, still waiting on that address. In the meantime, I went up. It took 15 minutes to install. It was that easy. 4 wires. I do have to give credit to Downloading Makes Sense YouTube channel. We watched their video only one time, and I picked up on exactly how to hook it up. He showed where an air conditioner has an inrush or a lock rotor amperage of 60 amps, and with the micro air, it reduced it to 15 amps. So just those numbers tell you how much easier it was starting the air conditioner.
Oh yeah.
However, when the sun started going down and it was still hot outside, because we had some 90-degree days, we would want to run a second air conditioner, so we have to start the generator. So it would steal a little bit from the batteries because our inverter is in a load assist mode. Anything over 15 amps, it draws some solar and it draws from the batteries. So we'd use a little battery power before dark, turn off the one air conditioner, recover whatever battery usage we had, shut off the air conditioners until bedtime, and then turn the one on in just the bedroom.
Right, worked out well.
Worked well. I mean, you got to come up with your own plan and what works, and that was a little tedious. Okay, can we turn on this one? Can we turn on that one? How long do we want to run it? Oh, we're taking too much battery power. We need to, set the temperature up higher, or something like that. But we were able to.
Yeah, we figured it out pretty quick.
Yes, we did.
No complaints.
So we left. That's your turn. When did we leave Quartzsite?
We left Quartzsite March 27th, Sunday, on a beautiful sunny day.
Yep.
And we headed to...
Well, we stopped at the Arco in town and filled up our gas tank. Being a toy hauler, we can have our own gas, so we need the gas, not for the toy, but for the generator. We don't want to have to run a 5-gallon can down to the local gas station, because where we're at, there is no gas station.
No, we'd be wasting a lot of diesel.
Wasting diesel looking for gas.
Yeah.
So, then we went to Tonopah, and then we filled up our tank.
Our diesel, our truck tank, diesel.
Truck tank.
And then we went to Painted Rock. I can't say that word. Painted Rock. Petroglyphs.
That's 12 miles northwest of Gila Bend, Arizona. It's a boondocking site, and we would definitely do that site again.
Right, that was our first time there.
Oh, man.
It was quiet. We had a couple, took a couple great walks, looked at the petroglyphs. Look, I said it. And it was really nice there. I'd definitely go back there again. A lot to see. very nice camp hosts.
Yep. They were Grand Design owners. Grand Design owner. You can't go wrong with the camp host that got a Grand Design.
And so we had a great time. You know, it was the time to be on the road, relax, do our walks. We like to take walks.
It was a short trip. It was just a little over 100 miles, but it gave us a chance to test everything. You know, make sure the wheels, the tires, and everything, you know, that we're not going to have any problems when we start doing the longer trips.
Right.
Which we don't have to do for a couple of weeks,
No.
but, you know, we're going to ease into it.
Right. And we're not in a hurry, so.
Yep. So we left Painted Rock Petroglyphs yesterday. And where did we go?
We went to Lukeville, Arizona.
Lukeville.
And what's in Lukeville? The Organ Pipe National Monument. This is a beautiful, beautiful place. Our second time here. We really enjoyed coming here. It's quiet, nice, beautiful scenery, a lot of hiking. We really like it.
Second time here, like she said, same spot. We were in this spot January 1st for about 4 or 5 days in 2020, right before COVID.
Right. Right before COVID.
Right before COVID.
Right.
So.
And every night here they have a, is it every night?
Mm-hmm.
Down at the amphitheater have an event, which lasts about 45 minutes to an hour. Last night it was lights.
Creatures of the night, light and how it affects us.
Right. So it was pretty interesting. It's an outdoor event, but it, you know, temperature was good. Everybody had a jacket on, but it was interesting.
Yeah, it was in the 60s last night. It got pretty cold here, so we had to put jackets on to go sit outside.
Right.
Isn't that funny how your body can become acclimated to the warmer temperatures, and then as soon as it drops below those temperatures, it's so cold.
Yeah, we've seen people here with winter coats on, and we're like, well, we were just in 97 degrees weather. Now we're in, what was it, 68
it was
yesterday.
60 degrees. It got down to 49 last night here at the park.
And no complaints, because
no.
we didn't have to, you know, run the air conditioning and worry about all that. It was a nice, comfortable sleeping night. No complaints. Wonderful.
Absolutely. Weather's absolutely perfect. We'll take a walk outside here in a minute before we end this video, just to show you how beautiful it is here. Okay, so we're going to be here until April 2nd, and then we're going to run up to Apache Junction. There's a state park up there called the Lost Dutchman.
Which we've never been to.
Never been there. We're going to meet up with our friends Steve and Connie. They've been there before, and they promised that they're going to show us around, which we always appreciate, because sometimes when you get someplace, you don't know what to do, and they have somebody that's done it before.
Right. It makes it easier, you know, and you spend time with your friends.
Yep.
So we showed them a place a few years back. They're going to show us the areas. That's great.
It's a little different though.
Right, but we're going to be by the Superstitious Mountains, right?
Superstition Mountains.
Superstition Mountains.
Yep.
So we'll do a video on that when we get there.
Then when we leave there, we're going to go boondocking for 5 days near Williams, Arizona. So as you can see, we went from Quartzsite, we went all the way down to the southern border, and we're working our way to the northern border. So we'll be at Williams for 5 days boondocking. Then we're going to run up to another park similar to this. It's boondocking, called Lee's Ferry. And then from Lee's Ferry, we're going to go up to Sands Monument. From Sands Monument, we're going to go over to Four Corners. Four Corners is where you can see the intersection of 4 states, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico. Then we're going to run down to Gallup and spend our first night in a RV park since November.
Yeah.
We're actually going to hook up shore power. I wonder if it still works. We've been on generator/solar for so long, and we really enjoy it.
We can't complain. There's no complaints. No, it works. You get used to it. I mean, face it, it's fine.
Yep, just got to make sure that you don't overload the system. You know, if we have 2 air conditioners running, obviously one's got to go off before you turn on the microwave.
Right.
From Gallup, we're going to go to Amarillo. Going to restock our groceries. We're going to go have a good steak over at the big steakhouse that we've been to a couple years ago. We're going to actually spend 2 nights there, and it is an RV park. When we leave there, we're going to go to Oklahoma, and we're going to do Harvest Host, Alpaca
Ranch.
Yeah, a ranch. And then we're going to run to one of our other favorites, Willow Beach over in Arkansas, which is a Corps of Engineers campground.
Right. Beautiful lake.
Yep, spend a couple days there. And then we're going to spend a day at a winery in Tennessee. Been to that winery on our way out here. And then we're going to Manchester, Tennessee to is it a state park? No, it's not a state park. It's a Vista Park. Vista Park. And go see our friends Tammy and Alan. We're going to go see them for 10 days.
Woohoo!
And help.
Just going to hang out, you know.
Yep. I'll be 62 by then. We're going to run down to Chattanooga, and I'm going to get my America the Beautiful card senior pass. And I'm proud to say that because places like we're staying at right now, I could have had 50% off if I was already 62. But you can't even buy the card until you're 62.
They won't sell it to you the day before.
Nope, not even the day before.
Not even the night, you know. They just won't do it. Which, they have rules, you know.
Then we're going to go to another, I think it's a llama, when we leave there, to a llama farm in Ohio. And then, finally, by May 2nd, now this is a whole month down the road yet, by May 2nd, we're going to be at the Grand Design Rally in Berlin, Ohio, or Millersburg. I don't know which town they actually claim is the town. I think it's Millersburg. The name of the RV park is the Berlin RV Park.
Right.
So we'll see Sue and Russ. We're going to do a presentation on solar. So if you want to know about my solar system, I'm going to have it open for inspection for people to come and look at it after the presentation. Hopefully it'll be educational for you. One of the most common questions we get is, how much solar do I need? And if you come to our presentation at the rally,
you'll find out.
You'll find out how much you need. So, and then from there, we'll finally make it to our home base on May 9th.
See all the kids.
See the kids, the grandkids, see everybody. And we're not going too far the whole summer.
Nope.
Because because we're leaving Pennsylvania August 21st, before summer's even over, and we're heading back out west. But more about that when it gets closer toward the end of summer.
We got plans.
Yep.
Big plans.
So, from Twin Peaks Campground in Ajo or Lukeville,
we'll take you out and show you.
We'll take you outside. We'll show you our site. Oma just noticed this morning what that brown line was on the hill in the distance. It's the wall. Go figure. It wasn't there last time we were here. Okay, so
we saw some of it, but this is quite a bit more.
I'll see if I can zoom in on it. Hang on there, guys. We'll take a walk outside. Maybe I'll turn that generator off. What are we up to? 93%? Probably about time to turn that off.
Coming, Ethel?
Okay. I gotta turn that generator off. So this is our site. Yeah, let me turn that off. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom way down there, and then you should be able to see it. Okay, you see that brown line over there? right. Let's see if I can do it with my finger here. I can't do it with my finger because I'm zoomed in so far. But that brown line right there, there's the wall. That wasn't done last time we were here. All right, let's zoom slowly, slowly, slowly. And here we are. We got the hood propped up for the pack rats. Okay. All right. Love that Oregon cactus, huh? All right, girls. Say bye.